Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours out there from all of us at the Worldwide Leader. No matter how much you packed away at the dinner table, we still got a great buffet of football that should whet your appetite like Aunt Agnes's stuffing. You know how good that is. A good one on tap here. New York Giants, San Francisco 49ers. Now! Your appetite.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Welcome, everybody, to San Francisco, California. I'm Dan Stevens. Here with me in the booth, my longtime associate, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game has got a playoff atmosphere with a chance at the #1 spot in the division at stake.
Well, the pressure's on, Dan. You better believe it. Can secure #1 in their division with a win. And with these kind of matchups, it all comes down to rhythm. Whatever team can establish an offensive and defensive rhythm earliest will come away with the win.
Graham kicks it, and we are underway. Robertson catches it back at the 4. Stopped at the 25. Woods makes the catch out to the left, and that's a gain of 7 on the play.
Warner played the pass perfectly, zeroing in on his man despite the coverage.
Barlow barrels off his left guard and picks up a couple. 2 wideouts on the field. Barlow gets the call again and heads left. Tackled at the 38. First down. Warner throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. Henry gets the snap and punts it away. Wells fields it at the 20. Tackled at the 25. Manning fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 35. And he's stopped right there. It will be first down. Ulbrich blasts him back at the 35. A 3rd and long. This one will fall incomplete.
Ineligible receiver, number 53, offense. The penalty is declined.
Hunt takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. Taylor fields the deep punt at the 19. Brought down at the 30. Man catches the bullet out left and gets past the markers for a first down. Barlow has his number called on first down and takes it upfield. Dragged down at the 48. Down. Warner rifles this one hard over the middle, and the reception's made at the 36. 10, eventually tackled at the 4. It'll be first and goal. That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Law makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. Warner throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught at the 3. Gets out at the 1.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Manning zings it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Toomer didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Today.
3rd down, 3 wideouts in the game. Manning unloads this to the right sideline, and it's off. Incomplete. Coach Coughlin doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. New York Giants will not be charged a timeout. First down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Manning throws a bullet, and it's caught at the 50. Brought down at the 48. That one.
Yeah, much better focus that time around.
McGahee picked up about 7, and that brings up first down. Manning fires this one over the middle, and the completion is made short of the markers, however. 4th down coming up for the punt. Hunt takes the snap and kicks what will be a short one. Barlow dodges this one way out right and rambles for about 5. Barlow gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Warner rifles it out left side, and it's intercepted. Stopped at the 22. Manning just rifles this one, and the catch is made at the 11. Finally stopped at the 4.
And the star tight end there. You got to think they'll try to hook up.
Intercepted. Rivers tackles him for a touchback. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. A look at our first half numbers now, and the stat that leaps out at you, 3rd down conversion. The 49ers should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll start this one off late in the first quarter. Kevin Barlow came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. A 49-yard play that set up a 49er touchdown. The 49ers get the first points of the game and go up by 7. 49ers midway through the second, the ball at their own 10. Love was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Giants, after getting an interception, Giants down by 7. Julian Peterson is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Niners are holding on to a lead, 7-0. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Kevin Barlow has played outstanding. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
The Giants have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 21-yard line. Chalky hauls it in right side and is well past the markers for a first down. McGahee gets the handoff and gets past the line. Dragged down at the 40. Peterson sacks him back at the 39.
Face on a quarterback, for crying out loud.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long. Manning throws a bullet here, and the reception's made at the 39, and he's stopped right there.
Get things done.
Finn catches it in the flat, and he's well short of the markers. 4th down coming up.
We're going his direction.
Hunt gets ready to punt this away. Hunt takes the long snap and punts it away. Taylor fields the punt at the 23. Wood snags the missile and gets past the markers for a first down. Coach Coughlin is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
The catch was made out of bounds. New York Giants will not be charged a timeout. 2nd down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Warner lofts this one out to the left, and it's intercepted. Time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their 50-yard line. Toomer catches it over the middle and is well past the markers for a first down. Toomer catches the lob over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down.
Illegal forward pass, number 10, offense. 5-yard penalty and loss of down.
Coach Coughlin doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
The throw. There is no penalty. New York Giants will not be charged at timeout. First down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Engelberger gets the sack at the 24-yard line. Hicks hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. Graham with the 41-yard attempt, and it's good. Warner unloads this one to the left, and the reception's made at the 38. Finally dropped at the 47. That will bring up first down. Mann trains the fastball over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The 49ers are out in front, 7-3. Warner rifles it out left side, and the ball is caught at the 27. Chased down at the 25. That will bring up first down. Barlow takes it across the line and gains about 3 yards. It's intercepted. No one in front of him. Breaks free. Runs out at the 29. They'll start this drive at their own 29-yard line. Manning really rifles this pass, and it falls incomplete. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. Manning zips it to the left sideline and caught. However, it's short of the markers. It'll be fourth down. Hunt gets the snap and punts it away. Taylor takes it at the 27. Brought down at the 39. Woods catches this one, and he's looking for room. Fumbled. The Giants have it. Touchdown at the 49. Manning just rifles this one, and the completion is good for 6. Dennis snags the dart right sideline and gets past the markers for a first down.
Face mask, number 26, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Manning throws a heater right sideline, and the reception is made at the 10. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 2. It'll be first and goal. McGahee gets the call again and gets the go-ahead touchdown.
Willis McGahee doesn't give up. Watch. That's how to fight from beginning to end.
Barlow barges off right guard, and he's stopped. Barlow will get the carry on second down and chews up about 4 on the play. Barlow, the 49ers take their first timeout. Warner throws a heater, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Warner throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Gets the sack, and that will force a turnover on downs. And that will do it for tonight's game. The Giants come out on top 10-7. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Giants stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Eli Manning would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Niners on D, Atkins would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Giants, after getting an interception, Giants losing by 7. Graham would be called upon for the field goal try and he'd come through. They climb back into the game, now down by 4. The Niners on defense, Adams is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Niners ahead, 7-3. Sean Williams would snuff out a drive on this one. It's a fumble. There he is for the recovery. The Giants, after recovering a fumble, the Giants have the ball at the 33. Willis McGahee got the carry here, and he comes through. A 2-yard touchdown for the Giants. Niners trailing by 3. Warner would find his target on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Giants squeaked out a win, 10-7. Now let's take a sec to chat with our player of the game. The guy who seemed to be all over the field on defense and came up with big play after big play. Atkins is on the sidelines with Susie Culver. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You gave an outstanding effort, and you nosed them out in this nail-biter game. What gave you guys the edge today?
Well, I have to give it up to the other team. I got to give them credit for playing hard and making us really work for it. We just leave it all on the field and let the chips fall where they may, and luckily we came up with the win today.
Back to you, Chris.
With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. Have a great night. Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Cardinals edge their way to a narrow 3-point win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Dolphins win their 4th game of the year. The Redskins lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the NFC East. Bobby Ingram stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Kurt Warner will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 4 years, $3.8 million. Bob Sanders will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Cardinals.
Giants, 49ers.
He signed.
Julian Peterson was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Giants win this one by the final score of 10-7. John Kitna threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Jaguars beat the Titans. On the east side of the bay in Oakland, we had the Raiders squeak to a 1-point victory. Up in Chicago, we had the Bears lose by 6 points. Saints, Buccaneers. Aaron Brooks calling signals at the 9-yard line. Crowd into it now. Rolls right. And look at this toss across his body between defenders. Picture perfect 6. The Saints go on to win this by the final score of 20-6. The Texans' defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at Ralph Wilson Stadium. The Patriots won on the road and will now head home to meet the Steelers. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey? Packers, Eagles. Brian Westbrook is just thinking, let's get out of the shadow of our own goal line. There's a first down. What shadows? The only shadows are the defenders behind him. He could go all the way. A 98-yard run. The Eagles go on to win this by the final score of 13-10. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Steelers pick up their 8th win of the year. The Falcons lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the NFC South. Dante Hall stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Bengals, Colts. His team, Peyton Manning calling signals at the 9-yard line. Crowd into it now. Rolls right. And look at this toss across his body between defenders. Picture perfect 6. The Colts win this one by the final score of 35-13.
All right, Chris, thanks. With the playoffs a little more than a month away, things are starting to get real interesting when it comes to seeding and the races for the division crowns. Let's start things off by taking a look at the AFC. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So that's how we stand to this point. Still lots of jockeying left to go as we get this thing sorted out for January. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.